All right, back we go. January 30th. Checking out some more videos on these penny stocks, mainly OGI. Let's check it out. OGI. Organigram Holdings, drug manufacturers. Bigger float, 231 million. Market cap, 424 million. What do they do exactly? Cannabis. They're in the cannabis sector. Found at 2013. All right, so let's look at it here on the monthly. And this foreign back in 2014 went all the way up to 8, came all the way back down. What do you notice in the monthly? Oversold. That's one thing I can tell you right now. If you're buying it down here, excuse me, longer term hold, that's a great buy. Yeah, they will, stocks will go up and down. Could be months, could be a year. If you're holding this, it's just oversold. Look at the volume. This has a better chance to go here than back down here at this point. So longer term perspective on this one, it's great. It's just starting to move. The weekly pyramid came down on the daily. You can see this move up at it was like 375. Came all the way down from a big wedge here. Turned up to 120, got the 2, went all the way down to 110. And then this thing's been moving the 2. Big 2 line here. Can this break it? Tried before it came back. Tried in November. Nope. If this doesn't break, if this holds, comes back to 170, then breaks, they'll be okay. You don't want really to go below 170, maybe 150. So that's spots to look at. If this breaks 2, 225, there's a gap up here to 350. Maybe we can start climbing up even more if this really takes off. So once this breaks 2 and holds, we'll see. If a lot of these are the same patterns. If these have been on great runs, if these start to stall up here and then really come back hard, I think if they do, that means the market's really crashing too, because the market's been pulling back. So they've been like stalling a little bit, a lot of these plays. So maybe that has something to do with it at this point, because they're running pretty strong. So we'll see what this does. This has potential to get over this line. ACST. Pharma, biotechnology, 93 million float, higher float, 63 million market cap. Provides update on recent financial activities. They took it down 7%. I didn't really go into their finances, but focus on development, prescription drugs, cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease, I was a trainer, still certified trainer, 20 years. I've always been involved in fitness. I think I read, I don't know, major news website, one of them. Cardiovascular disease is #1 killer in the world. So, definitely try to exercise at least 5 days a week. Do something to move your body, 30 minutes. Walking, swimming, riding, hiking, weights, cardio inside, because that's the #1 killer. It's incredible. All right, so let's just look on this, the monthly. You can see this came way up from 42. Had the split. This came back down. See in the weekly here, if you draw your line too on this one, and you put it right down here, you see this back and forth, then this went a little bit below this line. So the line's been down. It's a pretty big channel. The high is getting lower and the low is pretty much getting lower, but holding now. So you have the big gap down here. This gap down, probably the failed drug. Went to 1. Beautiful buy down here. Whoever bought at 25 cents, excellent buy. This went up, went all the way up to 75 near $1. Came back down again, it gapped down just below $1. 25 cents, 17 cents. So this dropped to 17 after this moved to 75. What was the volume on this? Good volume still, million. Imagine you bought this penny stock at 18 cents and it went to $1. Let me just see something here. If I bought 1,000, It'll give you 55 shares, and this goes to 1. You'd have made like $4 grand. $4 grand on a 17-cent stock for that little move. Yeah, so this moved here. Dip. Look at that. Another move. Came back. See how it comes back on lower volume? See higher volume, lower. All these white bars are up volume. So this tried to break 1 to get in the gap, but it didn't do it this time. We're pulling back again. Now it's going to pull back. Is it 60 line? It's 1320 EMA. Or are we going to go back to maybe 50 cents? It's a key area here. If we hold this and come back up, we have a better chance to break this 1 level. Because if you break 1, get in the gap, who knows? If they have something good with a drug, this could easily get a 2+. Easily. You know, if not, if this there's no news, maybe this drifts back 50. It could fall back to a quarter at this point. It's a long way back. I don't think it's going to go back that far, but anything's possible. Did this, you know, tried to stay up a while, then came back. It's doing this again. Is it going to come back again? Not exactly sure. We'll see if it holds. A lot of these stocks got to hold. You know, at this point, they're all up pretty high, and we'll see how far their base is. DGLY. Digital Ally. This is 26 million float, lower float, 82 million market cap. Let's see here. A digital video imaging storage products for use in law enforcement, security, commercial applications, United States, internationally. All right, so this was up near 90, came all the way back. And you can see here the big line on this too. This moved all the way up. 2014, this had a big pop to 35 plus or 30 plus. Sort of basing here. It did have a split. In the weekly, you can see the lows been holding. You see, and more volume again. Look at this volume again. You don't see any volume like this. A little bit back here in 2014. But this is major volume here. That tells you everyone. Let me see when this started really. Well, it started in June in this one, but the volume is so big in these like penny stocks. Everyone must be trading. So many people at home trading or $1,000, whatever they have, they're trading it. So it appears what's happening. You don't see volume like that before. And okay, let's get a Lejeune move. Look at that heavy volume all the way up to 7, came back. See this? The high kept getting lower. And then we come back to this 2 line. Look at this back and forth, 2, 2. So 2 to 3 pretty much. This exploded up. And it didn't hold though. We came back again to this 3 line. So 2 to 3 line. You know, we're coming back a little bit. It's been back and forth. Yeah, if this doesn't hold this little 250, back we go to 2 line again. I would expect that to hold the 2, so it could be a good buy. And if this breaks 3, you know, you have this move up here. Look for 3 to 4 again. So this 3 to 4 line's big too. That's where that wick was. See this? Back and forth. There's a wick. There's the wick. So the low's been getting higher though. See this? So slightly here, here, here. This came down pretty much even here. So if you do that, it looks like we're doing this back and forth. Then we're going to get a big squeeze up on this. So that looks possible in DGLY. So the low keeps getting higher. Watch that low. So, and if it goes back to 2, you know, it could be a solid buy because that's been holding. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trade. Smash the like button, tradeIdeas.com. Referral in my link. Twitter, MikeFrank007. TikTok, MikeFrank3. Instagram, MikeFrank98. And StockTwits, Mike Cayman Trade. That is it for this video. Peace.